Hello, dear, and please welcome to the Mary M. Show. This is the channel that aims to impact you in a positive way because here we discuss life issues from our own experiences so as to encourage you to face life with confidence. Thank you so much again for your overwhelming support. It's really invaluable. I could never repay you in any way, but here we shall continue to sharpen each other. Okay, today we are going to talk about privacy or discretion, that freedom from public attention. So the question is, how many times do you keep your plans under wraps? In this era of social networking, many people have made it their obligation to update their statuses with every step, every move they make, personal or otherwise. It's an open topic, so do as you please. There are no rights or wrongs here, okay? We're just talking. But there are consequences, okay, of being open to the public. Remember that. You see, your actions are driven by a factor, a motivator, a catalyst, good or bad. For example, what kind of feedback are you expecting from the post you make on your social platforms or from the action you make in public? Are you seeking validation from your peers, from the society, from your communities? Is it an advertisement for your hustle, or is it a diary for your memories? Either way, it is still good. At least that shows you're blending with the digital times that we are living in. The times for a global village, so to speak. The WWW has united the world. What a privilege to live in this era. Quite a blessing indeed, isn't it? But for a minute, let's look at our culture, especially the African culture where I come from personally. Ukambani, my tradition considers it taboo to parade personal issues. Things in the process, in the pipeline, something that has not yet been actualized. You haven't heard the results yet. It is a hushed matter in my tradition. You cannot go talking about it with the public or parade it out there, okay, or announce it out there. Yeah, that's like putting the cart before the horse, okay, or the donkey. That's more practical where I come from, okay. So you share such news with the closest of friends or just the inner family circle, okay. And the reason why is because of the notion of the evil eye. Yes, let's be real, my Kamba people, my Kenyan friends, or the entire African continent, because even in the Bible, it is real. Good and evil coexists, okay? So we cannot deny that fact, okay? Whether you're a Christian or a lay person, evil eye is real. The Bible says someone who is envious of you is actually a witch. That person is considered a witch, or that kind of action is considered in the Bible as witchcraft. Yes, because that person doesn't like you. They don't like what you do. Even, they could harm you in a way. So the Bible says that is witchcraft. It is like the spirit of witchcraft, which means witchcraft is real, okay. So denying those things that they no longer exist is just a wish in your vocabulary, okay. You may ignore the fact that evil eye still exists or is rampant and hide in your faith. Yes, trying to convince your mind that that's a kind of a dinosaur way of thinking, which is already overtaken by civilization and outdated by the culture. Which culture? The Western culture. Now, when you come back to your roots, culture is very steady, it never changes. Okay? So, however you may look at this subject, is still your choice. Okay? I'm not trying to thrash something to you. We are just talking in an open way to see how things go. And there's no wrong or right, okay? So I will talk about it from my own side, my own perspective. Because last weekend I visited an old lady with two of my friends. She is related to one of the friends that we traveled with to visit her. And so after welcoming us with a hot cup of Kenyan tea, she inquired about her family, like her grandchildren. Okay? Yeah. So my friend was quick to, tell her about her boys, the youngest of our children, her boys who turned 4 last month. And she was saying that they would be joining preschool next year. And she can't wait, to see them excel because they were already brilliant with computer games. And the old lady cut her short and she said, "Shh, you don't talk like that in the open. You don't talk about your bright children or your good stuff in the children or in your family in the open like that." And that took me aback because we are not strangers, and we've been friends for long. And this lady actually gave us a lecture and said the proverbial statement that says walls have ears. It doesn't matter where you are seated or where you're standing. When you're talking about your plans in the open like that, she said that is not right. And she lectured us about the dangers of opening up too much to the world without considering that evil is not always far from where you are standing or where you are seated. The lady said that this generation has embraced a lot of kizungu. Yeah, her own words. Kizungu is translated like the Western culture, the Western lifestyles. We've embraced the Western lifestyle and kind of abandoned our traditional culture. And she said this kind of mix-up is creating all sorts of problems, including erratic weather patterns. And she instilled that notion that we need to wake up. Yes, because children in the rural areas or in the village are more alert than those who are in the urban setups. Well, I don't know about that. I may have to do a research on that. And so from her own words, she says that the Western kind of lifestyle, we should take it with a pinch of salt. Take some and discard some. Not just go all in and forget about the village kind of setup and how things are done there, because a little child there will always know the season when it's about to rain. The child will probably look at trees, how they shed their leaves and how they behave, and they may say something that somebody in the towns, in the urban centers or setups may not understand. And I was like, well, probably. And that reminded me of something that happened recently. A gospel singer, a media personality who recently announced her pregnancy and ultimate birth of her child when the child was already 2 months old. The child had already been born. and already 2 months old. You see, in her last pregnancy, she had made it public, complete with a baby bump, photo shoot, only for her to experience the worst nightmare any mother can face. She lost the baby upon delivery. Oh, such sad news then. So this time she changed the trend. Nobody knew that she was pregnant until she posted the photos of her baby bump and the baby already. And she said she had given birth 2 months earlier. And so I was keen to read the congratulatory messages on a media page, social media page. And someone actually said that she did well to hide the news until the baby was born. So she kept it discreet until the baby was in her arms. That also got me to go back to the Bible because I like to be guided by the Holy Book. So I went to Matthew chapter 6 verse 6, KJV version, King James. And it says, "But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut the door." Remember, the closet should be in your house. It's already actually at the chambers of your bedroom. Shut the door. So that means you are the only one in there. Pray to thy Father which is in secret. Pro tip, secret. Okay? And thy Father which seeth in secret. How many secrets are those? Shall reward thee openly. Prayer item must be between you and your God. So I reminded myself. And when the answer is out, you can give a living testimony. Okay? So, is that more of the same thing this old lady was telling us? Is it? What do you think? Please share your comments here and let's learn together, okay? Thank you so much for watching the Mary M Show today. And let's continue to sharpen each other as we go about our daily grind. Let's do this again.